Adonai, Adonai, Adonai. Hello, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good day. I'm communicating on what I know of the divine law, and also some to share some thoughts and ideas are relevant to my own personal wisdom. For wisdom can be found anywhere at any time, yet it is not common thing. We do not find wisdom. We find it when we look behind the consciousness into the spirit of beings and things. We can receive it, but it's not like there is those two timelines that are running side by side. One of them is based on George Orwell, 1984. I recommend you read or reread this book. It is the model of that globalist society. Ignorance is strength, war is peace, and slavery is freedom. And so we are being groomed. They will fail, for the light as one, but this is really a program that has been pushed on humanity. We are being spied on, we've been controlled, we've been conditioned. Yet there is more and more alternative medias, more and more new healing techniques and resources for medicine, natural resources for the darker controllers. For even the darker souls are beings of light. They just lost their way, and they have the wrong. Although they're rich and powerful, at the end of time they have the bad role. So we have to have compassion for them, although they are just lost souls. But so it is. What was I going to say? It is really much about moving into this one timeline that will free us for throughout after we go through the wave of that pandemic, throughout the summer and throughout the end of the year. There will be masks that will stay in Aries. I'm going to speak about astrology. And this will bring a lot of fire. People are going to awaken and revolt against all those old systems. For the old states have very, very little controls anymore. They control the mainstream medias, they control the pharmaceutics, and they control the central banks. But all of those will not be able to. We're going to free ourselves, and it is. Let us focus on the result rather than the process. To already know that humanity will be free at the end of the process. And so, for it is the apocalypse. It is the apocalypse means revelation. We have to keep our faith really strong. Many will leave throughout this process. Souls that will depart. Some of them because they're too heavy to stay. There is too much light. But other souls because the contract is over. And then there is some advanced good souls enlightened souls that will leave because they are needed in the inner planes in order to assist the ascension. For it is we have been asked to create this great powerful today, tonight, and tomorrow on the 4th and the 5th. We are asked to come into this meditation of unity consciousness and ask the almighty powerful creator to remove all those systems of control, to dissolve this evil pyramid of control, to get rid of this disease, this coronavirus, to get rid of 5G, to free the world. And so we're asking that, but we will not be able to, honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to achieve that in just one meditation. But still focus on that goal, and the more people will be asking for that, the faster, the more it will, the more we will achieve, because as Allah says in the Quran, it's only through the change of the population or the elevation of consciousness of the population that the divinity can actually interact in humanity. For there is only one God, but there is many Godheads, and so we can utilize we can call on all of them, or it is only one in truth, but there are many aspects of divinity. They're like fathers to a great deal of children. Whether in Hinduism it is Brahma, in Muslim world it is Allah, in Judaic it is Adonai or Yahweh, in Christianity is the universal Father. And so on. For the Taoist, it is Lao Tzu. For those are great beings that are equal to God. They are one. And so it is about unifying the world, and we want to move into this unity consciousness. I'm just here to express some thoughts. I hope they will resonate with you. I'm going to speak a bit about astrology. And for God is the only true power, so we want to use our collective intention, for it is through the collective mobilization of that inner light and utilizing the collective grid that we'll be able to affect the changes as a unity consciousness. For in Mexico, they're celebrating, and we're here, we're living in 1984. But it is just a passing time. We want to send love and light to all the leaders in the world, no matter what. So because if we send them light, they will receive it, and on some level, and the higher self will receive it, and they will be able to readjust certain. For in France, I don't believe like some of the decisions, their level of communication and some of the decisions they're making is not really what I would do. But then again, I'm not here to criticize, but there's a great responsibility in leadership. And so in the future, we're going to get very, very different sort of management of our society. For the highest wisdom is the higher self. Everybody's got a higher self that is divine. And so it is about communing to this higher self. And if you have a message to send to someone, ask your higher self to send the message to the higher self of that person, and until you can fully develop this telepathy or something. It's very useful, and then we want to integrate this higher self more and more, and to communicate with our eternal divine self. For I know me, Spirit is preparing me for this great liberation, this great celebration, a great party. We're going to catch up on all the struggles that were in the past. We're going to leave them behind and move into a time of celebration. And when I ask about the collective, God says, you will see, just take care of what you have to do inside, and then from there everything will unfold naturally and gracefully. What we need to understand is life purpose. We're discovering new life purpose, the new sense, with new meaning within our life. There is always new meaning and new values to be discovered, yet there is life has no meaning or value until we give it value and meaning. And so as we are being led, we are discovering new level of meaning and value. What we need to do is to create, to stay creative, to stay focused on our creativity. It is a balance between the creative and the receptive. For we need to be always receptive in order to receive the healing, to receive the comfort, to receive from the mother. But we also want to be creative. It's an harmonious connection between the yin and the yang, rather than having those forces of light and darkness opposing themselves within ourselves and our consciousness. We want to be as the Tao. Meditate on this symbol, the Tao, for it is a symbol that looks like that, but it's black and white. Here it's yellow and white, and so it's the yin within the yang and the yang within the yin. It is the light. In order for the light to be revealed, to reveal itself, it needed darkness in order to reveal itself. So there is no more duality. There is just an integration of two complementary forces. And the outcome is trust. We're going to be able to trust. The more we trust, the more forward we'll be able to go. So I hope this will resonate with you. I'm going to pull one more card, sing a song, but I wanted to talk about astrology. This great opportunity that is happening today, tomorrow, is the conjunction of Pluto, the destroyer, the death and rebirth, and Jupiter that comes in to magnify all that. And then there is the beautiful planet that is called Pallas Athena. It's two goddesses, the goddess of wisdom, that's also conjuncting, and so bringing this energy in to find that this harmonious, to do it, we want to do those transition with rather through harmony rather than chaos as much as possible. We have also this conjunction of Saturn and Mars that has been going on. So it's like Saturn is the karma and Mars is the willpower, the sexual power, the willpower. And so this conjunction is like we're given the will to transform our karma, to affect our life in a positive way. And now Saturn is retrograding, it's going back into Capricorn, and then it's going to spend 2 years in Aquarius, and so it is it will and then it's opposing the moon in Leo, but the moon will move into Virgo, and then in a few days, or maybe it is already. And for the moon and the sun and the earth are the three major, yet the planets are very powerful. Venus is moving into Gemini, so we are able to integrate what will the likes and dislikes. For Venus is the earthly love, and then there is Neptune that is conjuncting with Mercury. Neptune is the divine love, and Mercury is Hermes. From a non-enlightened perspective, Neptune will manifest the illusion, and Mercury will manifest it will be a trickster. The mind will not be able to find rest. But from an enlightened perspective, Mercury is the messenger of the sun. It is the magician. It is the one who gives us the power, and we connect to that higher divine love that is Neptune. And so there is a lot of favorable condition. We just gotta breathe and work from the center out always. I hope this message was interesting for you. I feel like it was time for me I wanted to come and get this message out. For the paintings behind me, this is a model, a cosmological model. We'll come to realize is far more important than all our contemporary science when it comes to cosmology, eventually, which symbolize paradise, the 21 satellites of paradise, and the 7 circuits of the central universe, Avona, and the 7 super universe of time and space that swing around it. And then there is the outer space galaxies that are not part of that painting. And here it's a much smaller model. It is a model of the solar system with the 120 major planets. It is like a congregation. They're all like here to celebrate. They're anchoring into that painting on the earth. Spirit says never in the history of this world all those energies have been able to congregate in such a way, in such form. In any way or form. So those are very important paintings. They will become more meaningful later. And I realized that there is those asteroids that are called Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon, the 3 brothers. They are like trans-Neptunian objects with the father Kronos. And those are trans-Neptunian object, and Chiron that is here. Chiron is very powerful also right now. It's making a square to the nodes of the moon. It's bringing into balance the past and the future, the harmonization, the healing. It brings about the healing. And so I'm going to sing a song that talks about 2 things. The first thing it talks about is redemption. For we have to, when we make a mistake, we have to recognize we made a mistake, and in order to find forgiveness. If we're stuck into the belief that we do not want to recognize our mistakes, we cannot change the situation and we get stuck. So whatever mistakes can be forgiven if we recognize and accept that we made mistakes. And the second thing is about the black clouds that is coming down. For we created this for those who live in the cities, who live in the small cities, and here we're not that affected in the west of France, but in the cities there is all this electromagnetic and emotional dark clouds that are over the cities that needs to be cleansed and cleared right now. And so it is a time for meditation. It is a time for introspection, to get ready, to tune into the light. And this is a song of Bob Dylan, a small song, a short song. It goes like this. Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. A little song, so we're knocking on the doors of heaven. For the doors of heaven are open. We just need to complete our inner program to allow this process to come to completion, and then we'll be free. Our consciousness, our psyche will be free to explore those other realms, and we'll find. And the more we tune in, I also wanted to say that Mercury, I was saying that what comes from within is always true. But right now, because of those particular, I had to face that this morning, is that sometimes your inner self can reveal to you the worst of your the worst nightmare, the worst fear that you can imagine. And so, as a spiritualist, spirit reveals that, so he said, well, so be it, huh? And then God comes back and said, no, this is that. But it is those the deepest fear have to come to the forefront in order to be expurged. Huh? So do not be afraid of whatever scenario. Just know that you are loved and protected by your guides. Your destiny is your guardian angels and your higher guides and your higher presence are working for you to align you, and there is a brand new life that is right ahead of us, and we'll be able to celebrate the end of this cycle. And the card of the day is the time for departing. We're getting ready. There is a new life that is being offered, that is being proposed. So stay on the timeline that is ascending. For the decay, the conflict will continue to go on, but it is a descending timeline. And so do not or if you ever find yourself there, just know that you can always move back into the Paradise Express. Huh? And so just sit within yourself, do what you can to continue to purify yourself, to continue to take care of yourself, to love yourself, and to broadcast this love around you, and to continue to increase the quality of life. So we're getting ready for a brand new life. For all the old struggles will be forgotten, and we're gonna catch up. We're gonna make up all the time that whatever we wanted to do in the past we couldn't do. The opportunities will be given in the future. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.